that. I seem to have in one spat donut and icing everywhere. That's been on the floor with a hair. Should I do it? Oh, look at that for a cliffhanger. Look at my beard. Did I eat it? Didn't I eat it? Let me know in the comments below what you think. And if you want the answer to this video, I better hit 14 billion likes. Then I will answer it. Cliffhanger. Hello visuals and welcome back to Pokemon Thursday, the day of the week. We talk about anything. Motherfucking car. We talk about anything Pokemon, of course it is. But you all said Digimon. I got him. Yes, what I thought would be quite cool today to do. Ah! What? Can you feel the heat? What I thought would be quite cool to do today, and it would be give a full review of Season 8, Generation 8 of Pokemon. You know, we'll talk about, because Generation 8's been around for, what, how long now? Like, well over a year now, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's like well over a year. Maybe even like a year and a half, is it? What was it? Was it not November, not of last year, but the year before? Is it getting over 2 years Gen 8's been out? Anyway, it's been out for a good while now, and we've had some really cool moments through the anime, the TCG, the games themselves. I thought let's do a full review and break down each major section of, you know, the Pokemon gens, like I've just stated, and give you my thoughts and opinions of, you know, what's been amazing, what they've brought out for us, what's new, what's been cool, and then you can let us know in the comments below as well, and we can have a full-on discussion going, and we can be a proper community. See what we're doing there. I talk, you talk. Well, I talk, you type. I mean, unless you can like voice messages somehow and just be like, then I really like the bit where I got a group key, and I'll go, snap. Pokemon Snap. Yes, and I know this generation has had its fair share of controversial moments inside of the Pokemon community in terms of no national decks and the DLCs being a bit hit and miss to some people, the graphics of the Sword and Shield games being a bit thingy. A lot of people, you know, some people are not completely overly satisfied with the Pokemon Sword and Shield games, which is fair enough. If you don't like them, you don't like them. Doesn't mean you're not a Pokemon fan, just doesn't mean this is your favourite part of Pokemon. And I thought, fuck it, let's do a review, give our thoughts and opinions. There's no point in saying, usually when we do a review for, like, you know, the films and whatnot, I would say spoiler, but I can really spoil it at the minute. But anyway, visuals, so we're ready. And don't forget to let us know in the comments below your best bits, you know, worst bits, everything you want to talk about. Well, anything you want to talk about in general, but mostly, if you know, if we want to, Pokemon Generation 8 and how you feel. Let's get started. I think we should go with the anime first, because like I said, we have the anime to come to talk about, the Pokemon TCG and the Pokemon games. But I think that the anime's delivered some awesome moments, but obviously it's probably delivered the least just from the 8th generation, purely because we haven't really had a massive stint of the anime. Well, at least not the English dubbed, but the Japanese subbed, it's way further ahead. But the Pokemon anime has been fucking awesome so far. Of course, comes in the form of Pokemon Journeys, a completely unique, different way to take our Pokemon anime and just do it in a completely different storytelling style, in a Pokemon storytelling style. You know, instead of your generic Ash gets to a new region, Ash, you know, gets a starter or two, Ash gets a few more mons, he does the gym challenges, which may eventually, I don't know, there might be some hardcore gym battles or some more starters to catch further down the line. I don't think they will, because you all remember when I did predicting my Ash's team for Generation 8, and I was so wrong. That video got slammed with hate. It was just a prediction video. I was wrong. I even did a video saying, wow, how could you be so wrong? How you gotta be so rude? But yes, Pokemon Journeys exclusively to Netflix, even though I watch it on whatever B's Japanese app thing is. She's great with tech, I love it. But Pokemon Journey's been amazing. We still follow Ash, but we have a new protagonist and protagonist. alongside him, who's just as much of a main character as Ash, and that being the form of Go, whose main his main goal is to catch Mew, but he wants to catch one of every Pokemon in the entire world. And Ash's new goal is to eventually face Leon again, because he does face Leon relatively early into journeys, but his new goal is to get through that. I can't remember what the fuck it's called now. The tournament, through the different thingies and get down to the last few and go and take on Leon again, which I love, and I cannot wait to see that happen. Well, I think Ash will win, hopefully. He is a current champion from the Alola region, of the Alola region, so hopefully he can beat Leon, because Leon's 1-0 up at the minute. And like I said, it is a fun, nice, unique, cool way to take the future of the Pokemon franchise instead of having a generic storytelling, which I wasn't bored with her. I don't mind if they want to switch it up. Even if it turns out that I didn't like the way they've done this, it's still nice to see them switch it up and try something new. A complete unique way of Ash building his team, befriending the Dratini, going to Dragonair, getting the Dragonite eventually, befriending the Gengar, befriending the Galarian Farfetch'd into Surfetch'd, the Riola that comes along into Lucario, the Arctovish. What a weird... It's a weird fucking team for Ash. I mean, it's a cool team, and I like it in terms of its diversity and the shenanigans that's going on. It's fucking fun, but obviously Ash usually has whatever starters sort of suit his style. Pikachu, the regional bird, maybe... obviously in X and Y and whatnot, with Gudra and stuff, he had pseudos, but Ash would usually just sort of have it. You could sort of look at it. That's why I did the prediction video. You could sort of look at a dex and say Ash is going to have these Pokemon because they sort of suit being on his team. Whereas this is just completely chucked it all up in the air and giving him a fucking mental random ass team. It's nice because we're going back to see some familiar faces, obviously new faces coming in, but it's nice to go back to all the different regions. We've been to the likes of Kanto, and we've been to Johto, we've been around Galar, and experienced all the new stuff that Galar's brought with it, with Dynamax, Gigantamax and stuff like that. It's been awesome. I love it, and it brought probably maybe my favourite ever all time, and that's over the OG theme tune, even though the OG theme tune hits me there. The theme tune to Journey, especially the English edition, is outstanding. It's a big, big world, and you know where to find it. Oh, what a fucking tune. It's on my Spotify playlist. But yes, the anime so far has been amazing. Stellar 10 out of 10 from moi. The Pokemon TCG. Now, the TCG is usually sort of the same sort of, generic shenanigans. But this season, this gen of TCGs has been awesome. It's definitely been, I think, better than X and Y. Better than Sun and Moon, because going Black and White onwards, they're even the Black and White cards are OG. They're fairly boss level. So X and Y upwards to Sun and Moon to Sword and Shield. I think you could compare them on the same sort of spectrum, whereas Black and White down all feels a bit more rare and unique. But the TCG has been amazing. We've had some amazing sets. We also actually did a video on the channel not long ago, counting down our favourite TCG sets from the Sword and Shield era so far. We've had Vivid Voltage with the Rainbow Rare Pikachu. We've had Darkness Ablaze with the VMAX Charizard. We had Rebel Clash with the Toxtricity shenanigans. I'm going to make sure I'm going to state them off here. We've had the likes of... we've got new cards in the forms of V cards, V Full Arts, V Maxes, Amazing Rares. We've got Shiny... It re-brought back... Am I going to sneeze? Brought back the Charizard craze and hype like no other set's done in recent times, because this set's... Oh no, I'll quickly carry on, sorry. Counting out what cards we've had. The Gold Shiny Secret Rare. I'm pretty sure that's a new sort of thing, in the likes of... we recently had Houndoom and Octillery in Battle Styles, with them being in their shiny forms and a Secret Rare Gold card. We've had Gold cards before, but have we ever had them at the end of a set as a shiny Secret Rare Gold? I can't remember. New Rainbow Rare styles, which look fucking fantastic. We've got the new card styles like the Single Strike and Rapid Strike. I think I mentioned Amazing Rare. But yes, this set, obviously this doesn't really impact Gen 8 so much in terms of it being with Sword and Shield. It's just happened to be released in the set of Sword and Shield, if you know what I'm trying to get at. If they did Sword and Shield and then Sun and Moon, it would be unique to Sun and Moon. But what I'm going to get at is basically the 25th anniversary happened to fall during, the middle stages or whatever of Sword and Shield. And we got the craze for Shining Fates, the craze for Charizard come back because they gave us, at the minute, 2 new shiny Rainbow Rare Secret. Well, one's not really a secret for Shining Fates. Well, the Champion's Path one is, but the Shining Fates one's just part of the shiny set. It gave us them and it set the world on fire again. People, you know, going nuts. 25 years, you know, clearing out shelves all over America and in Britain. Stuff getting sold out everywhere. Battle style stuff getting sold out because it was all amongst. And that is, the hype's died down a little bit. You can go out there and get a lot more product than what you could not long ago. Obviously, with COVID not helping. This is also there's the gen which has survived COVID. But you can go out and get Pokemon product again. But yeah, it's been a fun TCG set. That, like I said, we were lucky enough to get the Champion's Path Charizard and the Charizard for the Shining Fate set, both in our first unboxings of their respective sets. So lucky. The overall art style of the cards, you know, the way the VMAXs look, the way the Rainbow Rares look, these Amazing Rares look, they're all absolutely outstanding. The set names have been amazing, the artworks have been amazing. We've got Chill and Rain on its way. In fact, Chill and Rain might be out. Chill and Rain's out next week. Nah, Chill and Rain's just come out. The time I'm recording, it's not out till next week. But the time this goes up, it's just come out last week because obviously I record 2 weeks ahead. So really, yeah, Chill and Rain will be amazing. We know we've got the Galarian versions of the original legendary trio of the birds. We've got the Eevee set coming up pretty soon. What's it? The English version called? Is it Sky Guardians? Something like that. There's Duraludon, Umbreon, Sylveon, and Rayquaza on the artwork. And if you go to the Pokemon website, it says it's gonna bring back the Dragon type. It's going to change the way Dragon Pokemon look and how they are in the game and stuff. So much cool, amazing, exciting stuff to look forward to in the TCG. We've got a Marnie collection box which is coming soon. That's going to go nuts because people love Marnie. Apart from you weird people that love Marnie in a weird way. No, please. I don't. When you stumble on Instagram, you stumble across them. Yeah, the TCG, again, I know I'm super biased, I know I'm Mr. Optimistic, I always try and find the good in anyone and anything, and if I like it, I'm always like, yeah, well, that was a bit meh, but I love it, so it's getting 10 out of 10. But yeah, it is getting 10 out of 10. I haven't had no issues with the set so far. Even the pull rates, sometimes it might feel like we're having a bit of shit luck with, you know, any recent unboxings, I'm like, oh, shit luck or whatever. It's probably just all in my head. Like, we did a Battle Stars one like a month or 2 ago, and we had crazy fucking luck. It was absolutely nuts. But yeah, it's been a blast so far. 10 out of 10 for the TCG. Finally, in fact, no, we'll do a coffee swag. We'll wet the palette again. Not to be confused with Palette Town. Full of bants. We will name off game because now we're talking games. Probably the biggest and most key component to any Pokemon generation. It's the games what kick off the generation stuff. And of course, this was Pokemon Sword and Shield. We'll get into the actual games at the minute. The first games to really introduce a DLC in the form of Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. Not really, it's not a Generation 8 game, but I'm going to include it. It is, of course, Pokemon Snap for the Switch. New Pokemon Snap, which is a fucking flawless game. It is beautiful. It looks so much fun. It is. I don't know what I'm saying. Look, I have it down here. I did a whole video of us all like talking about it and showing that, but this was took straight out of my hands, put straight on somebody's Switch, and they've absolutely butchered it. And that person would be called My Girlfriend B. Well, her name's not My Girlfriend B. She doesn't say, hi, I'm My Girlfriend B. She says, hi, I'm B. But yeah, them games have been amazing from the little gameplay I've had, but the very long amount of time of visual I've had on it, watching B play it and stuff, you know, checking out her pictures and all that kind of stuff. It's fucking cool, and I am including this because it was released in Generation 8's time period. And of course, as well, visuals, we have the long-awaited, long-anticipated, long-wanted, but now controversial remakes or remastered of the arguably the most popular Pokemon games. That is Gen 4's Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, along with a very new, unique Pokemon main series story in the form of Pokemon Legends Arceus, which again has had its fair share of controversy so far, and they're not even out yet. So we'll quickly talk about, you know, Diamond and Pearl and whatnot and what's happening with them. It's a new chibi art form style, which at first when I looked at it, I thought, do I want that? But then I'm looking, I thought, no, do you know what? I'll take it. Fuck it, let's go for it. It seems to have a somewhat Pokemon Let's Go-esque style in terms of the battling, but you still battle with actual Pokemon. It's not just a case of it's not part of the Let's Go series, but the animation sort of looks like that because the Let's Go games had a hint of chibi style, but not as small and petite and cute and that sort of art style. But I think they're going to be cool. I think they're going to be fun. I can't wait to redo these awesome, amazing, legendary games because Gen 4 was what 2007, 8, something like that. 2008, maybe 7. Something along that lines. Because Gen 3 was 2004. Might have been like 2006 maybe, so it's been a good while since they've been touched upon. People have really wanted these games so much. They're going to be amazing, they're going to be fun regardless, because we might, some fans might complain and kick off about the art style, which is fair enough. If you don't like the art style, you don't like how it looks, it's completely your prerogative. You like what you like, you don't like what you don't like. But I think we're all going to fall in love with that classic Sinnoh story the second we pick up our Switch controllers, whichever respective copy of the game you get. I think we're all going to fall in love. Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I cannot wait for. I watched some PokeTubers kick off saying about this is open world, we want it more Breath of the Wild style, blah blah blah. Again, fair enough, your opinion, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. To me, I'm more than happy with this. I don't play video games because for the amazing, open world games aren't my favourite games of all time. I like to sort of have a boundary and like a sort of puzzle solving route, and you're doing levels. I like level based sort of stuff, which Pokemon isn't, but it is at the same time, if you know what I mean. You usually do hit roadblocks in terms of not being able to get the badge, or the badge system's usually laid out for you. So, but I'm fine with that. I can happily replay that all the time, probably because I'm an idiot. But we do have a full-on open world experience in the form of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and people are comparing it to Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild looks way better. It's amazing, the open world shenanigans. For me, that doesn't matter. I am going to get a very OG historical lesson in the world and lore of Pokemon. We're going to go back to what must be one of the oldest regions with the arguably or is the oldest legendary Arceus, and discover that story and see how it unfolds and how Sinnoh started to come about. You've come from somewhere else. You've got these 3 random starters in the form of Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott. And you're taking this new region and exploring these old school Pokeballs made out of apricorns, and you're bumping into Garchomps, and you sort of, I think by the looks of it, we might have a new trailer, to be fair, actually, by the time this comes out. You're establishing places, and apparently you've got to do these lab stuff in different labs in different, what we would deem normally cities, but I guess they'll be up and coming towns. And exploring that ancient, very oriental feeling, historical story. It's going to be amazing. I'm so in love with it. I'm happy to fill an old school, maybe the first ever Dex the World scene. I'm happy to fill that out. See the Pokemon in this this open, vast area, because Sinnoh region is fairly big, and I'm ready to explore the Sinnoh region from back in the day. But more importantly, Sword and Shield did come up. We did get them. Sword and Shield introduced us into a brand new battle mechanic in the form of Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing, which I fucking love. Giving us new forms of big, bright, vibrant, over-the-top Pokemon. But a chubby Pikachu, a demonic, scary-looking Charizard. But then the Galar forms getting their own sort of version. Some of them are a bit iffy, like Corviknight's just red under his wings and a bit spread out. On the other hand, Toxtricity bit looking like an amazing sort of lizardy, badass punk rocker. Being a region that was based on Britain, a country where I'm from, absolutely honoured and privileged to have that happen. So amazing, so cool. The games themselves are getting a massive 10 out of 10 because I absolutely adore these games. They were so much fun. Getting DLCs like the Crown Tundra, which were basically, literally were just expansions of the wild area. They had their small little bits where there was, it were in the Isle of Armor in terms of 2 buildings plus the train station-y spot. It was just a massive wild area. Crown Tundra did have the little town and a little bit more human activity here, there and everywhere, like the raid den and whatnot. But they were just massive DLCs to the wild area. One was very snowy, one looked quite hot. Have their own legends and mythos and lore and story and history going on. Each DLC was fucking cool as hell. I absolutely love them. The Sword and Shield games, Zamazenta, Zacian, amazing. The starters, amazing, until Scorbunny loses his fingers. Freaks me out a little bit, because he's sort of more finger-like, and then, you know, Race just has this sort of, I don't know what you... And there are splits for fingers, but it looks weird. To have your gym-style related stuff be a football-looking thing, you know, like you're doing your gym challenge. To have a new way to the gyms again as well. I know we had island trials, we did gyms and that again, but it's like a proper unique, I guess, yeah, proper unique way of doing it all. Because you got well, it is still just a gym system, but it's the gym trial, and at the end, instead of just getting all the badges and then going to face, you know, the Elite Four and then Leon, it's a case of you got this bracket, this football system tournament where it's knockouts, like the FA Cup, looking like you're battling on a football pitch, was absolutely fucking cool and amazing for me as a you know, person from Britain, but a massive football fan. Football's one of the biggest things, arguably the biggest thing of my fucking life. So to get involved in another thing which is up there as the biggest thing of my life was outstanding. The decks on a whole was pretty cool. Some ones that I really don't like. Ice Cube, you're a freak, don't like you, you're shit, you're an annoying Mimikyu. But even though I love penguins, but Mimikyu was way better than you. Again, the story itself, you know, Britain being a very historical place with a lot of vibrant history. What's one of B's fucking praying mantises doing? I can see it jiggly wiggling in the back. It's fucking disgusting. I hate these things. But anyway, whatever, we'll leave that to it. Yeah, the great, amazing history to having a somewhat decent villainous team, to having... I don't mind Hop. I know a lot of people took the piss out. I don't mind Hop. To being from this lovely little Welsh sort of feeling village, you know, where there's sheep everywhere. Hey, Welsh sheep shaggers. You know, the warlords reign everywhere. The legend and story themselves of Zacian Zamazenta, Eternatus coming down and doing that whole shenanigans, you know, getting involved in Dynamax and all that. Leon, amazing champion. Chairman Rose, twat, but a good twat, you know, because that was fun about them. The gym leaders themselves, awesome. Having gym leaders from different places. What's his name from the Centre Sorch gym leader? I can't fucking name now. Anyway, him being from the Hoenn region. It's just all of this was so much cool. The whole game stuff is getting 10 out of 10. The visuals, my review for Generation 8 so far is absolutely nailing it. There is nothing I am not enjoying as a Pokemon fan. Stuff more than others, but all of it, I don't look at it and go, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting involved in that. That's shit. I'm not even like the weird games. B's little cafe game they've got going on. Stuff going on the phone. Pokemon Go still living strong, even though it's my least favourite aspect of Pokemon. It's still fun. But yeah, Pokemon is nailing it. I can see them nailing it, still heading further into the future, just absolutely crushing it. My review is still going strong, still vibrant as ever, still very creative, still with so much innovation and intuition. If that's the right, not intuition, inspiration going forward and making this franchise and this world so much better for the fans. And again, you are so obviously, I don't even need to say this, but you're so welcome to disagree with everything I said. If you hate this generation, think it's the worst, that is fair enough. You know, we're not, as Pokemon fans, that's what makes us great, that we can disagree and we, you know, I love this Pokemon, you love this Pokemon, you don't like this gen, I like this gen. Well, I've had this conversation with you guys a million times. This as well is also somebody's first generation. There will always be a generation which is someone's first generation, which is quite cool. I like that, you know, so every, you know, going forward as I get older, you know, I'll see younger kids first come out of Pokemon, they're like, oh, I've just started Pokemon, they're on Gen 12 or whatever. That'll be so much fun. But yes, Pokemon Sword and Shield Generation 8, you will get a massive 10 out of 10 across all different categories. No, I'm Mr. Biased, optimistic. Hey, everybody be happy and smile. Love what you love, blah, blah, blah. But I just love it. Visuals, let me know what you think in the comments below. Anything you want to know about Pokemon or talk about Pokemon or you like stuff, like anything. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to talk about. Visuals, from the bottom of my heart, I love each and everything one of you. Visuals, thanks for watching. Remember, always keep being you and keep on, keep it on, wee laddie.